Okay, so let's proceed with the video IQWAN. So start it.
Alright.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.
So I am an architecture student year 1 in Malaysia Islamic Science University, ROC. Now in semester 2. So today I would like to have an explanation or presentation about my designs on final project last semester. So right now, I will start my explanation of
that's so cute.
with a little bit briefing of our own project for the final project
Wait, sorry.
last semester. So for the final project, we architecture student first year, we need
Very
to design
details.
an individual studio plot for 24 hours use. So we need to consider about the anthropometry, about the ergonomic, about the body movement, the body dimension, about human behaviors, and the last one about the user needs in that studio. We also need to develop an understanding about the proportion and the scale in relation between the space and the body. So
is it 5 minutes?
Brief,
Already 5 minutes?
final project brief.
No, only 1 minute.
Let's go to the side of the final project. It's located on Tamil building. It's located in Tamil building, floor number 4. On that floor, they have a studio that's spatial, and the studio is special for first year architecture student. Okay, so obviously I will go to the studio every day to do my own activities, to do the architecture student activities, for example, drafting, sketching, drawing, and something like that. So after I went to that site, I made an observation about the site. Okay? I researched about what we have on the site, what issues that I can take from the site so I can develop it for our design. So for the side of our studio plot, it is 1.2 meters times 2 meters only for the studio. So it's just a space for only one architecture student. So that's the rules for our final project. So after I made an observation, I looked into the studio, I came up with 2 issues. Okay. My first issue is when I came in to the studio, I can see the arrangement of the drafting table. The arrangement of vertical and horizontal arrangement of drafting table for students to do their own activities that related to architecture, of course. So I wonder, where is the privacy that we can get when we only do our activities in that drafting table, on that drafting table, sorry. So where is our privacy? We as an architecture student also need our privacy, gain the idea to have our own space, to do our own work, drafting to sketching. That's the compulsory things that we need for architecture students. So that's the first issue. The second issue is when I came into the studio, I can see the arrangement of the table, of course. The windows, the ceilings, the wall, it's a void. There's nothing that can extract our mind to trigger the idea. We, as an architecture student, need a best surrounding that can make our mind brainstorm, that can integrate or that can trigger our mind to get the ideas for our design. So it's such important surrounding. Our surrounding will influence our mind, generate the idea, generate the critical thinking. Without a good surrounding, we will not success to have the creative and the best idea for our design. So I think that's all for my issues. So from the
Should we
tips
stop?
that I got based on my observation when I
Avipa. Alright. Who's going to start first?
I would like to say that the way he go through all the briefing, all the issue is totally detailed lah. I mean, which is like for the brief, he also mentioned all the for the anthropometry, the behavior, go to the site, and for the issue, he also observe at the site what is need to be see. Yeah, he really did it.
Yeah, he also mentioned about the location of the pot, where the previous student did not mention the location, but he did.
Yeah.
Yes. And I like he is so energetic. I like it.
Yes. The way he explained, I think it is totally full of emotions, you know. When you
Yes.
Confident.
just look at the face and look at his face, you know.
But then his body language is too exaggerating, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much movement.
But it's
Yeah.
okay.
It feels like we are attending a motivation program.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you feel motivated?
Okay, let's start.
easy to start. I successfully chose one concept that can be the solution for those issues. The concept that I chose is biophilia.
Don't love it.
Kindly repeat it. Biophilia. I bet you guys must wonder, what is biophilia actually?
Yeah.
Biophilia means, in simple words, when we bring the nature close to human in order to offer therapeutic. So, what is the relation between the concept and my issues? Well, essentially, my issues is all about space, it's all about privacy, it's all about surrounding that will influence us as an architecture student to do our work, to do sketch, to draw, to design.
Well,
So-
he's listing everything.
The surroundings will trigger our mind. If we have a boring surrounding, a lame surrounding, it will not trigger our mind to generate the best idea. So this concept is obviously will give the best solution. When we bring the nature to our surrounding, okay, our mind will become peace and can generate creative and can work critical thinking. So we will produce the best product. Besides, the biophilia concept can give a refreshment to our mind, so we will no longer feel tired. When we feel tired, we cannot think correctly. We cannot think logically. Okay, what is the best for the design? Okay, the produce of critical thinking can I have done with our mind. So that's why I choose this concept. this concept also can increase the productivity until 8%. When we have a lot of energy, we can produce a lot of great ideas, a lot of best product. Without energy, our mind, we cannot think better. So
Yes.
the concept also can increase the rate of learning from 20 until 25%. Can you imagine that? With a simple concept, it can increase the productivity and the rate of learning. That's so amazing. That's why I try to get our mind in relation with the nature close to us, so can get better idea, can get a good design when we produce it. So conclusion of the concept, I've got the ideation. So the ideation is biophilic pattern. Biophilic pattern is an extension of biophilia. Yeah, biophilia concept. So biophilic pattern have two types, but I only choose one type, which is fractal pattern. What is fractal pattern? Fractal pattern means a complex pattern. Sorry, a complex pattern.
I don't quite hear. Frater.
It's okay. Go on.
All right.
Okay, that created by repeating over and over in an ongoing feedback loop across different skills. So I give you an analogy, okay? Simple analogy to describe the concept of fractal pattern, the meaning of fractal pattern. Okay. A water droplet, okay, falling into the surface of water will produce water waves. So what is the form of water wave? It's a circle, right? From a small circle, we grow, become a big circle. So the process of growing from the small form of circle into the big form of circle, that's what we call fractal pattern. So from this pattern, I will interpret it into my design to be a solution for my issues. So great, huh? From the measure, we can design something, build something with the feedback, with the good feedback that we got. Okay, really give us a good advantage. So that's why I came up with the biophilia concept and fractal pattern I teach. From the ideation that I've got now, I try to relate it with the Naqvi study in Quran, which is a great book of Allah, so my design will become more meaningful. So if I combine the concept, the issues, and the Naqvi study, then I will get my great design. So I decided to refer on Surah An-Nur, verse 40, as my Naqvi study. So بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أو كظلمات في بحر لجي يغشاه موج من فوقه موج من فوقه سحاب. صدق الله. Or their deeds are like darkness in a deep ocean or sea that are covered by waves upon the waves and topped by dark clouds. So in this verse, Allah actually explained or described about the human behavior. He made an analogy for human behavior like the nature, which is referred to darkness in the deep ocean that covered by waves and waves upon the waves. So that's related to human and nature. That's why I choose the concept of biosphere. The relationship between this ayah, this verse, with my concept biosphere, is I try to bring nature close to human. Okay? As Allah Himself, okay, make an analogy to show the human that the behavior of ourselves is like nature. Okay? Even in this ayah, the nature is referred to a bad attitude or a bad deed of human, but still human in nature will close. Human and nature related each other. So when we talk about my issues, okay, my issues, as I said before, it's all about the privacy, the space, and the important is the surrounding, because our surrounding will influence us. So what is the good surrounding then that can influence us as an architecture student to generate the good ideas and critical thinking and creative product is nature. So when Allah said human behaviors is like a darkness of sea that covered by waves, open the waves, even it's a negative thing. But when we look into a positive thing, we can say that we as a human was related nature. The nature is our surrounding. When we close to nature, we will produce a good product with our mind.
People, can we pause for a while? I think the way he bring us from his issue concept and then go to his addition, and right now he's not present about his design yet, but I think the good point is how he explained the relation. He always talk about the correlation between human and nature, the positive vibe, positive surrounding. I think that's all like what I get from his design process. How about the others?
No comment, guys.
Yeah, for now, not.
I don't know, but the way he talk about his voice is the same from the beginning and until now. It is
Yeah.
high like that. It doesn't have low or ups or low. So sometimes make us like our mind like go the other place, focusing because his voice is the same level. He did not
You
goes
might
up and down.
you might feel like does he angry with me?
Or maybe that's how he engaged with his
Maybe
audience. That's why
maybe he's not in the good mood.
Welcome.
Okay.
But I like his board. His presentation board is he getting the essence of water, I think.
He tries to bring the water element through his board.
But he can
Good try.
good try. Can improve more.
We cannot deny the fact that human is close to nature. As Allah Himself make an analogy that relates the human and nature. So that's why I bring up this concept. So it will become close to us. Okay? As a human. So that's how I can relate the issues, the concept, and the graphic study. And then from those three, I got my design. Okay? So my design is the ideation of my design was based from the ideation. Okay? From the droplets of water that fall into the surface of water. Okay? Then produce the water wave. Okay? From the process of water wave that comes from small form of circle, grow to a big form of circle. Okay? Then I cut it into a section. Then it will become an extraordinary shape, which is wavy shape. Okay? Wavy
Right
shape
now he's explaining about the design process, right?
It's not a boring shape. It's not geometrical shape. Okay? So the wavy shape is really close to us, as that shape is come from the nature. So from that wavy shape, I try to put it in the cuboid, the size of 1.2 times 2 meters. Okay? I try to integrate it into the cuboid side of the studio pot. Then I cut it, I fix it, I change it until it become my design. Okay? Which is Geneva. What is Geneva? Geneva means what will be eaten. So right now, I will explain about my design of studio pot. As you can see, the form of my design is wave shape. Okay, wavy shape. Okay, the right side and the back side is full recovered, and the upper side is full recovered by wavy shapes. Okay, so at the front of the studio pot, the front side, I put the mechanism of drafting table, which is you can, if you want to use draft table, you can pull it down. But if you don't want to use and finish to use the drafting table, you can put it back, and it will save the space there. Okay, so it's just like a mechanism shape the shelf, but you add up with a drafting table. Okay, so you can save the space in the studio board. Okay, for the chair, I just designed a keyboard chair. Okay, where you can sit on the keyboard chair with crossed leg. Okay, you will become more comfortable to draw. Okay, and then I put beside the at the side of the chair mini table. So on the mini table, you can put your laptop. So when you want to use the laptop, you can change your body. You can turn your body with the laptop, and maybe you can surf internet and do your work while drafting or sketching at the on the drafting table. So at the back of the studio board, they have mini shelf with mini bookshelf where you can put the book, your favorite book there, maybe for reference. So you can gain the idea in the in any idea to do your design. So about the color is just a brown for the timber pipe, for the shape for the front part, okay, because I want to use timber materials, okay, to do or to put the shelf and the drafting table. And for the facade, for the wavy facade, I suggest to use gypsum board, okay, where you can cut it into the wavy. You cannot bend it into the wavy, but you can cut it into the wavy shape, and you can paint it into the blue and white color to symbolize the wave. So you can see the elevations there. You can see the sections, floor plan, interior, axonometric exterior, and 1 point perspective interior. So yeah, that's all for my design. I hope you like it, and thank you.
Yeah, we like
Oh,
it.
well
Thank
done.
you.
Yay! I really like it. So How how's your comment?
Mm,
Okay. Okay,
Overall,
let me start with Zul.
if me, I really hope that he explain more about his design, you know, more about how he get the idea, and no, I mean more how he described the design to relate back to the concept. Because from what we watched from his video, he explained more about the concept, about the relation and between human with the nature, and yeah, it takes a lot of time until I think 50 minutes just for concept and the yeah, you know right.
yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So I really hope that next time he will explain more about his design lah.
Mm. Yeah.
That's all for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that because he spent too much time explaining his introduction, not the context of the video, which is he should do. The context, which is the design process itself. Too much time on introduction.
Yeah. I think so. How about Mira?
I think the design is okay, but I don't see the relation between the nature and the human. I think it's like he can do like the facade of the wavy shape. He can do like the wavy shape is connecting to the chair. Maybe he can connect it, you know, like that.
Yeah, you mean
Uh,
that the interior and the exterior is different.
yeah, right.
Only the exterior explains the nature. The interior did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he just like do the exterior only for the nature, and it's like no connection and things like that.
I also think like that, but what in my opinion, I think the design is too direct translated because I think maybe he could do better in um, the way he want to bring the ideation of what water,
The
the wave
droplet.
kan, dia punya gelombang tu kan, apa dia buat macam tu.
Yes.
Wave.
And then but overall the explanation is quite good, very motivated.
Very
Yeah,
inspired.
he got a nice posture, body posture.
Very posture, very smart, well prepared, high effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can say that he's a really good presenter lah.
Yeah.
Confident.
Very, very confident.
Yeah.
I wonder when he always talk, present with the high notes. The rumah dia kosong ke? Tak ada orang ke dengar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody understand him because
Yeah.
Maybe
Level of confidence.
before presenting, maybe he asked all his family members to be quiet.
Betul.
yeah,
But,
that's a good preparation too.
yeah, kan?
To ask all the family members to be quiet.
Because the others, when we watch the other videos, just with some hoodie or shirt, maybe kemeja kan,
Yeah.
Casual.
kerja baju corporate. Very formal lah.
Formal. Yeah.
Yes.
But the way the tones he's speaking has to macam kena check balik. Okay je, aku rasa okay je.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, good job, Ikwan.
Good job,
Good job,
Ikwan.
Ikwan.
Let's give thumbs up to Ikwan.
Yeah.
Nice
We love you,
one.
Ikwan.
Good. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all for IQWAN videos.
All right.
Bye.